And for the
Murder.
last what 4 years, the media entire in the United States and over here has been pretty much saying that he is that Donald Trump is a puppet of Vladimir Putin, and he's doing the bidding of Vladimir Putin. And meanwhile, in that time, I correct me if I'm wrong here, but I think in that time that they've been saying that and he's an existential threat to the world and he's Vladimir Putin's puppet and he's a Russian asset, they've given him more money twice in two budgets in that four
Hmm.
years.
Yeah.
Okay, square this
Yeah.
circle for me, Steve. Does this mean the media and entire and the Democrats the Democrats and does that mean they're all in the pocket of Vladimir Putin as well, and or does it mean that it was all total bollocks all along?
So if they really thought, and I may have explained this my theory before, um, but I'll do it again real quick. In 1988, 1989, Noam Chomsky put out Manufacturing Consent.
Which is
Uh,
brilliant.
we are 31 years removed from that. Manufacturing Consent came out pre-internet,
Yeah,
pre-digital age. Uh, I believe that consent was manufactured, at least in the media, which is what the subject of that book is about. But the media had manufactured consent in the people by the time the ink was drying on the Patriot Act, right?
yeah.
And now the role of the media is to manufacture confusion. Uh, and this is, we've got a 20, even manufacturing consent was pre 24-hour news cycle, um, or very early stages of it. And now we've got a 24-hour news cycle where there's basically state television in different flavors. You've got far right state television and Fox News and Breitbart and those outlets, and you've got center right state television and CNN, MSNBC, and um, the Young Turks, and several outlets. There's a reason I called Cenk Uygur cable news on the internet
Yeah.
guy, and that's, I mean, his show is MSNBC with occasional swear words.
Just
Uh,
look at his reporting on WikiLeaks since they took that money. Just go and look at it. Since they
yeah,
took that money from the Kratzenbergs back in what 2017, just go and look at their reporting pre that on WikiLeaks and post that. Just look at those two things, and then you tell me whether he's sold out or not. The guy sold out, and it cost $20 million. That was all. That's all it cost, 20 million, and it wasn't even. They didn't even give him 20 million in a bung. They invested it in this company and want a return on it. You stupid whore. You stupid. I mean, Christ, even prostitutes get paid first. You
yeah,
know,
yeah. It's one thing to be a whore; it's another to be a dumb whore.
but
You can't feel
people will
bad for a
defend him,
dumb
and
whore.
people say no. Yeah, okay, fine. I understand. I understand strong and wrong. I understand that he's just wrong, and he's strong on it, and he's not going to change his mind. And I understand that people can be pig-headed in that way, but it's just look at his reporting pre the money that they got from the Kratzenbergs, who was the Democratic kingmaker who had fundraisers for Obama and Clinton at his house, and that's who Cenk Uygur got the money through, not from, through the
Yeah,
Democratic kingmaker. And then their reporting on WikiLeaks and Julian Assange went to dog shit. They got rid of people like Jordan Chariton. In let's face it, I mean, I don't think they should have. I think they should have stuck by him. And I'm not saying that he's the best journalist in the world, but he's certainly better than anything they had at the time. And like you're right, the centre right, the neoliberal.
I wanna like Jordan Sheridan.
Me too.
Jordan, I really do. I want to like him.
I do, I suppose.
Um,
I've never met
and
him. I suppose never talked to him, but
I can't hang with the telethon.
they
Like
do ask for money a lot, don't they?
he's got 12 minutes of reporting and 48 minutes of give me money in every segment, and I can't I can't hang with that,
To be fair to him, they're not. He's not trying. I'm trying to be devil's advocate here. In that, to be fair to him, I have thought he's not trying to do what we're doing. You know, he's not trying to do what your average YouTuber is doing, and you know, he's actually trying to build a staff of people that go out and compete with CNN and MSNBC, etc., and do it the right way. You know, but I'm not a big fan of the any I'm not a big fan of any news organization that highlights where the division between people is, rather than highlights, no, look, this is how they're dividing you. Do you know what I mean? And
I know
when I see status quo, it's a lot of look at crazy right winger saying this crazy right wing stuff. Look at crazy liberal saying this crazy liberal stuff. Well, it's like I want to concentrate more on what you're saying. In that, no. The reason why these people are confused and shouting past each other is because they don't manufacture consent anymore than manufacture confusion, which is, you know, sort of circles back to what you said. That's what, you know, but that's not to say he doesn't do good work. He does. And he does better work than 99% of all the media in the US. That's from what I've seen.
Absolutely, and that's why I wish it wasn't just the telethon. Like, I would watch if it was 48 minutes of reporting and 12 minutes of give me money, but it's the inverse of that, and it's hard for me to do.
You know what we've just done? Constructive criticism. That's constructive criticism from two people who. That's constructive. That's how to criticize people. Everybody.
Yeah, no, Jordan. If Jordan Sheridan ever stumbles upon this episode, man, I support.
Oh look, I'd like
doing 100%.
I was, by the way, from what I heard with the Young Turks thing, I was totally behind. I thought his explanation of it and the way he handled it could have been better, I suppose. But from that episode, I don't think it was the big hashtag Me Too moment that.
I feel like he got stitched up.
Me too. I felt he got shafted.